Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the best Metroidvania games you can play right now on Nintendo Switch. Whether you're new to the genre or a seasoned explorer, this list has something for everyone. Let's get into it, starting at number 15. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night delivers a classic Metroidvania experience built around exploring a massive, interconnected castle filled with hidden paths, secrets, and ability-gated areas that gradually open as you progress. Movement and combat feel deliberate and flexible, with a wide variety of weapons like swords, whips, spears, and firearms that all change your range, speed, and overall playstyle. The core progression system revolves around shards, powers absorbed from defeated enemies that grant magical attacks, passive buffs, and traversal skills, encouraging experimentation with different builds. Exploration is constantly rewarded through new abilities, shortcuts, warp rooms, and crafting systems that let you upgrade gear and customize your approach. The story follows Miriam, a shardbinder whose body is slowly crystallizing due to an alchemical curse, as she ventures into a demon-infested castle to stop a ritual that threatens humanity. Set in a dark, gothic world inspired by 18th century themes and alchemy, the narrative unfolds naturally through encounters, environments, and boss battles, keeping the focus on atmospheric exploration and steady character progression without interrupting the gameplay flow. Mio, Memories in Orbit is a Metroidvania focused on smooth exploration inside the Vessel, a vast, abandoned spaceship overtaken by nature and malfunctioning machines. You control Mio, a small android designed for agility, navigating interconnected zones filled with hidden paths, shortcuts, and ability-locked areas that gradually open as you gain new traversal skills. Movement plays a central role, with emphasis on aerial control, precise platforming, and fluid mobility that makes backtracking feel natural rather than repetitive. Combat is light but strategic, relying more on positioning, timing, and awareness than raw aggression, especially during encounters with mechanical enemies and environmental hazards. Progression follows a classic loop, where new abilities expand exploration options and reveal previously unreachable sections of the map, rewarding curiosity and careful observation. The story unfolds subtly through environmental details and fragmented clues, as Mio awakens in a silent vessel where humanity has vanished and automated systems have fallen into disrepair, slowly uncovering lost memories and the deeper mystery behind the ship's collapse, while maintaining a strong focus on atmosphere and discovery. Enter Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist is a dark fantasy Metroidvania centered on exploration, companion-based combat, and ability-driven progression across a haunting, interconnected world. You play as Lilac, an attuner who relies on purified homunculi as combat partners, assigning different companions to attacks that range from close-range strikes to ranged abilities and defensive skills, allowing flexible playstyles and strategic loadouts. Rather than traditional direct combat, the system emphasizes timing, positioning, and smart ability management with cooldown-based skills that can be upgraded over time. Exploration takes place in the Land of Fumes, a ruined industrial kingdom shaped by magic and machinery, where new movement abilities like dashes, enhanced jumps, and traversal tools gradually open hidden routes, shortcuts, and secret zones. The progression loop rewards curiosity and careful backtracking as new powers reshape how you navigate the map. Animal Well is a unique Metroidvania built around exploration, environmental puzzles, and layered secrets inside a dense, interconnected underground labyrinth known as the Well. You control a small creature navigating a non-linear map made of tightly designed rooms, where progression relies more on observation, experimentation, and creative thinking than direct combat. Instead of traditional weapons, the game uses a variety of tools and toy-like items that interact with the environment in surprising ways, helping you solve puzzles, manipulate mechanisms, and unlock new routes. Creatures encountered throughout the world function more as environmental hazards or behavioral obstacles, encouraging stealth, timing, and careful movement rather than aggressive fighting. The core loop revolves around discovery, as new items gradually reshape how you explore earlier areas and reveal hidden layers of secrets, shortcuts, and optional challenges. Castlevania Advance Collection is a compilation of classic action exploration titles that help define the portable Metroidvania formula, featuring interconnected castle maps, ability-gated progression, and RPG-style character growth across multiple adventures. The gameplay focuses on side-scrolling exploration, precise platforming, and fast-paced combat using whips, weapons, magic, and sub-weapons, while leveling systems, equipment, and special mechanics like card combinations or soul abilities add depth and build variety. Exploration is central to the experience, with non-linear castle layouts, hidden rooms, secret upgrades, and backtracking that becomes more rewarding as new movement skills and powers are unlocked. Each game emphasizes different systems, such as customizable magic setups or the ability to absorb enemy powers for new attacks and passive effects, encouraging experimentation and strategic playstyles. Axiom Verge 2 is a Metroidvania focused on non-linear exploration, layered world design, and ability-driven progression set in a mysterious alien land connected to a parallel digital dimension. You play as Indra, navigating the world of Kiangir using a combination of weapons, upgradable tools, and special abilities called arms that expand movement, traversal, and puzzle solving over time. A standout mechanic is the drone system, which allows you to shift into a secondary form to access the breach, a mirrored dimension that overlaps the main map and is essential for uncovering secrets, shortcuts, and hidden routes. Exploration is the core focus, with interconnected regions encouraging curiosity, backtracking, and experimentation as new upgrades gradually unlock previously unreachable areas. Combat is present, but more strategic than aggressive, relying on positioning, tool usage, and flexible encounters rather than constant action. SteamWorld Dig 2 is a Metroidvania centered on digging-based exploration, platforming, and steady upgrade-driven progression through a vast underground world you gradually shape yourself. You play as Dorothy, a steam-powered robot who ventures beneath the surface in search of her missing friend, uncovering interconnected caverns filled with secrets, enemies, and ancient machinery. The core gameplay loop blends mining, traversal, and light combat as you dig through terrain to collect resources, discover hidden chambers, and return to the town hub to upgrade tools, health, and abilities. As you progress, new gear such as enhanced digging tools, mobility upgrades, and traversal gadgets expand how you explore, unlocking previously unreachable paths and encouraging backtracking across layered zones. Exploration is heavily rewarded through hidden upgrades, cogs, and blueprints that allow for deeper customization of abilities and playstyle. Nine Souls is a combat-driven Metroidvania that combines interconnected exploration with a precise, parry-focused battle system set in a stylized sci-fantasy world blending ancient mythology and futuristic technology. You control Yi, a skilled warrior who navigates layered regions using fluid movement abilities such as dashing, wall traversal, grappling, and platforming upgrades that gradually unlock new routes in hidden areas. The core gameplay heavily emphasizes deflection-based combat, where perfectly timed parries generate energy used for powerful techniques like talisman attacks, charged strikes, and ranged options, rewarding timing, patience, and mastery rather than reckless aggression. Encounters, especially boss fights, demand careful positioning and pattern recognition, creating a challenging but satisfying combat loop. Exploration remains central, with interconnected zones, shortcuts, and upgrade materials encouraging backtracking and discovery as new abilities reshape navigation. Metroid Dread is a fast-paced Metroidvania focused on fluid movement, non-linear exploration, and ability-driven progression across the interconnected alien world of ZDR. You control Samus Aran in a side-scrolling 2.5D environment where smooth mechanics like sliding, free-aim shooting, melee counters, and advanced mobility upgrades gradually expand traversal and open hidden routes, shortcuts, and previously inaccessible areas. The core gameplay loop revolves around discovering new power-ups, suit abilities, and weapons that reshape how you navigate the map, encouraging backtracking and careful exploration. A defining feature is the EMMI zones, where invincible robotic hunters create tense stealth segments that shift the pacing and require awareness, timing, and strategic movement to survive. Combat blends precise shooting, counter mechanics, and pattern-based boss encounters, rewarding skillful play and positioning rather than simple aggression. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is a fast-paced Metroidvania that combines precise platforming, dynamic combat, and non-linear exploration inside a vast, interconnected world inspired by Persian mythology. You play as Sargon, a swift warrior whose movement abilities like air dashes, slides, wall jumps, and advanced mobility skills allow for fluid traversal across intricate environments filled with puzzles, hidden routes, and secret areas that gradually open as new powers are unlocked. Combat is responsive and skill-focused, built around sword combos, parries, and special techniques that can be enhanced through equipable talismans that customize your playstyle. A standout mechanic is the use of time-based abilities, including powers that manipulate positioning and timing, adding depth to both combat encounters and platforming challenges. Exploration strongly rewards curiosity, with collectibles, upgrades, and shortcuts encouraging backtracking as your toolkit expands.
You can also wield a powerful bow, greatly enhancing offensive and defensive abilities with its dual purpose. Combine your attacks and various tools to perform devastating combos. And
Dead Cells is a fast and fluid action Metroidvania that blends roguelite progression with non-linear exploration across a sprawling, interconnected island made of diverse biomes and branching paths. You control the Prisoner, an immortal entity that inhabits new bodies after each death, creating a loop where every run focuses on exploration, combat, and gradual, permanent progression through unlocked abilities and upgrades. Movement is extremely responsive, with mechanics like rolling, wall climbing, jumping, and fast attacks that support an aggressive yet precise playstyle. Combat revolves around timing, positioning, and build variety, with a wide arsenal of melee weapons, ranged options, shields, traps, and skills that allow flexible loadouts. Levels are procedurally structured, encouraging replayability while still rewarding exploration through hidden rooms, runes, and shortcuts that unlock new routes and areas over time. Ori and the Blind Forest, Definitive Edition, is a Metroidvania centered on fluid platforming, exploration, and ability-driven progression across the interconnected and atmospheric forest of Nibel. You control Ori, a nimble spirit guardian, accompanied by Sane, a guiding light that handles ranged attacks and puzzle interactions, creating a balance between movement, combat, and environmental traversal. The gameplay heavily emphasizes precise jumping, wall climbing, dashing, and navigating intricate platforming sequences filled with hazards, secrets, and hidden upgrades. As new abilities such as double jumps, wall jumps, and mobility skills are unlocked, previously inaccessible areas open up, encouraging backtracking and deeper exploration of the world's layered regions. A notable mechanic is the Soul Link system, which lets you place checkpoints using energy, adding a strategic element to progression and survival. Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania built around deep exploration, precise combat, and ability-driven progression within the vast, interconnected underground kingdom of Hallownest, a fallen civilization affected by a mysterious infection. You control the Silent Knight, navigating layered regions through smooth platforming mechanics such as dashing, wall jumping, and mobility upgrades that gradually unlock hidden paths, shortcuts, and new areas, encouraging constant backtracking and discovery. Combat is simple in structure but highly skill-based, centered on melee strikes with the nail, ranged spells powered by soul, and careful timing, positioning, and pattern recognition during challenging boss encounters. A flexible charm system allows you to customize your playstyle by enhancing movement, survivability, and combat abilities, adding depth to progression. Exploration remains the core focus, with secrets, upgrades, and interconnected zones rewarding curiosity and patience. Blasphemous 2 is a dark, brutal, and deeply atmospheric Metroidvania that takes everything the original did well and refines it into something sharper and more confident. You return as the Penitent One, a silent warrior in a world consumed by a twisted religious curse called the Miracle, which warps and corrupts everything it touches. From the moment the game starts, it throws you into a world dripping with dark imagery, grotesque enemies, and haunting environments inspired by Spanish religious iconography. This time around, combat has been expanded significantly. You start by choosing between 3 different weapons, each with its own moveset and feel, and you unlock more as the game progresses, letting you swap between them on the fly. The exploration is tighter and better structured than the first game, with a map that opens up naturally as your abilities grow. The boss fights are spectacular, visually impressive, mechanically demanding, and each one feels like a real confrontation. Hollow Knight Silksong is a Metroidvania centered on fast, acrobatic exploration, fluid combat, and non-linear progression within the vast and interconnected kingdom of Farloom. You play as Hornet, a highly agile warrior whose movement emphasizes speed and precision through dashing, wall climbing, grappling, and advanced mobility abilities that gradually unlock new paths, shortcuts, and hidden areas across layered regions. Compared to slower-paced exploration games, traversal feels more dynamic and vertical, encouraging skillful platforming and quick navigation. Combat is faster and more aggressive, built around rapid melee strikes, aerial attacks, and precise timing against agile enemies and challenging bosses, with a strong focus on positioning and reflexes. A key system involves using Silk as a resource for healing and special techniques, alongside customizable tools and abilities that shape different playstyles. And there you have it, the top 15 best Metroidvanias on Nintendo Switch. Let me know in the comments which one is your personal favorite, or if there's one you think I missed. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.